Right. Okay, Sina. Polynomials. So before going to study about the polynomials, we have to see about where polynomials where it is come from. So polynomials is coming from algebra. Algebra means what, Nana? The branch of mathematics that deals with variables and constants. Variables and constants is called algebra. So the branch of mathematics that deals with variables and constants is called algebra. In that variables. So variables means which are not have fixed values. So constants means which are having fixed values. So variables means which are not having fixed values. Constants means which are having fixed values. So the combination of variables and constants, we are calling it as algebra. Here in this algebra, the thing is algebraic expression. Algebraic expression. So algebraic expression means what, Nana? Variables plus constants along with the fundamental operations plus minus. So variables, variables and constants along with four fundamental operations plus minus into division. That means, for example, I can say it as x plus 2 is an algebraic expression. 3x plus 9 is an algebraic expression. 2x divided by 4, it is also an algebraic expression. 3x plus 4 by 2x, it is also an algebraic expression. 34 times of x, this is also an algebraic expression. Okay, so an algebraic expression means variables plus constants along with four fundamental operation. That is called as algebraic expression. So here examples I can write x plus 2, 3x plus 9, 2x divided by 4, 3x plus 4 divided by 2x, 34x. These all are algebraic expressions. So if the number of terms consisting in the algebraic expression, we are dividing that one into monomial, binomial, multinomial. Monomial means single term, binomial means two terms, trinomial means three terms, multi means more than two terms. More than two terms. These are said to be multinomial, binomial, based on algebraic expression. So here the basic difference between algebraic expression and polynomial. So we can take a polynomial. Polynomial means in an algebraic expression, whose variable powers are non-negative integers. That means that means powers are whole numbers. Powers are what? Nana? Whole numbers. Okay. So if the algebraic expression is having negative powers means it is not a polynomial. If an algebraic expression having non-negative powers like whole numbers means that is called as polynomial. Here in that polynomial a naught x power 0. X power 0 means it is called as a naught only because x power 0 is 1. So this we can say it as constant polynomial. Otherwise, a naught x plus a1, it is said to be x power 1 linear polynomial. Okay, here degree, we can say that highest power is called as degree. Here we can say degree 0, degree 1. Suppose degree 2, a naught x square a1x plus a2. This is said to be quadratic quadratic. What happened? What happened by? Hello, Arshant? Arshant. So why what happened? So noise is coming. Okay. Okay. So the degree put to polynomial a naught x square a1 x plus a2 is said to be quadratic polynomial. If it is degree 3, degree 3, that is a naught x cube a1 x square a2 x plus a3. This is said to be cubic polynomial. Suppose degree 4. So degree 4 means what, Anna? A naught x power 4, a1 x cube, a2 x square, a3 x plus a4. This is said to be biquadratic polynomial. Biquadratic polynomial. So the thing, Nana, polynomial is a algebraic expression whose variable powers are non-negative. That is whole numbers. That is whole numbers. Clear? Degree 0 means constant polynomial. Degree 1 means linear polynomial. Degree 2 means quadratic polynomial. Degree 3 means cubic polynomial. Degree 4 means biquadratic polynomial. Can you take this one as screenshot, boy? Take, Nana. Hello? Good. If what, Nana? Okay. So these are the types of polynomial. But fundamental theorem of algebra says that fundamental theorem of algebra means what time na? An nth degree polynomial, an nth degree polynomial, that is a naught x power n, a1 x power n minus 1, so on up to a n minus 1 into x plus an, where n is whole number, n is whole number, a naught, a1, so on an minus 1, an are coefficients. Those are belongs to real numbers. Those are belongs to real numbers. This is the nth degree polynomial a naught x power n, a1 x power n minus 1, so on up to an minus 1 x plus an, where n is a whole number. A1, an plus 1, an are coefficients. Those are belongs to real numbers. Those are belongs to real numbers. From this nth degree polynomial says that having n, an nth degree polynomial is having n roots. So what is a root, sir? Roots are solution or zeros of polynomial. See, roots means same nana. Solution also same. Zeros of a polynomial. Three things are same. So what is the roots and what is the solution? What is the zeros of polynomial means? At a particular value, if I am taking this as by p of x, polynomial function in x, at a particular value of a, x is equal to a, then p of a is equal to 0. At a particular value, x is equal to a, p of a is equal to 0. That means what, Nana? Value of the polynomial zero. At a particular values of x, value of the polynomial is 0. Value of the polynomial is 0. Then it is called as root, solution or zeros. This is called have a root, solution or zeros. For an nth degree polynomial is having n solutions or n zeros or n roots. This is the thing. Then we have to discuss about the polynomials. Nth degree equation having n roots. So suppose polynomial graph is given. Suppose a polynomial graph is given. I have to take x values on x-axis, y values, that is p of x values. Y value is p of x value. That means what, Anna? Value of the polynomial. Value of the polynomial I am representing on y-axis. Okay. Value of the polynomial I am representing on y-axis. Suppose a polynomial is going like this. Polynomial is going like this. See, Nana, A, B, C, D, F. This is my polynomial, Nana. This is my polynomial. See the equation you can see, Nana. So that is my polynomial function. If I am drawing a graph, x value on x-axis, f of x value, that is p of x value on y-axis. If it will be going like this means, so where the graph touches x-axis, where the graph touches x-axis is called zero or roots of polynomial. Okay, understand, Anna? So that means here a comma, b comma, c comma, d comma, f are roots. You understand this one? By what is the roots of a polynomial and what is the zero of a polynomial? See, what is the root of a polynomial and what is the zero of a polynomial means? If f of x value is equal to 0, value of the polynomial is 0, then that is called as root of the polynomial. If we are drawing a graph for the polynomial function, x values on x-axis, y values on, sorry, p of x values on y-axis, p of x values on y-axis, then when the graph touches the x-axis at which point the graph touches the x-axis is called as zero or root of the polynomial. You understand this point? Why? Hello? Here two definitions are there. The first definition is from the basic thing, that is value of the polynomial is 0. Value of the polynomial is 0. Value of the polynomial is 0. Then this is called as root of the polynomial or 0 of the polynomial. Another thing, if it is graph we have to given x values on x-axis, y values on, sorry, p of x values on y-axis, where the graph will touches to the x-axis, those are said to be zeros or roots of the polynomial. Fani sir. Zeros are roots of the polynomial. What? Fan. Yeah, certainly. Clear? Clear this point, boy? Hello? Ashant? Ashant? Yes. So where it will touch, graph where will touches the x-axis, that is called as zeros. So here in this A, B, C, D, F. So it is touching 5 points. Then 5 roots for this polynomial function. It is touching at 5 points, then it is 5 roots for this polynomial function. So like this, we have to identify the roots of a polynomial function from the graph. Can you take this one screenshot? If it is not clear means I will take the photos and I will send Anna. Okay. Nice. So see Nana, for the first exercise, for the chapter polynomial, for the first exercise, we are having so many graphs. You are having textbook with you? Boy, textbook with you? So open the page number 22. Page number 22. See Nana here. This is what? Linear equation. What is this linear equation is given? This linear equation is given y is equal to 2x plus 3. Y is equal to 2x plus 3. This linear equation, where it is touching x-axis, it is touching x-axis at minus 3 by 2 comma 0. Minus 3 by 2 comma 0. Then this minus 3 by 2 comma 0 is said to be root of the equation or solution of the equation. Understand this point? Good. See Nana, in the second graph, he given a quadratic equation. What is the quadratic equation? Y is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. So this is a quadratic equation is upper going parabola or downwards going parabola. Upwards or downwards, it's depending upon the quotient of x square. If x square is positive, that will be upwards. X square quotient is positive, that will be upwards like this. See, and if x square quotient is negative, that will be downwards like this. It is upwards or downwards depending upon the x square quotient. So now my x square quotient is positive, so I am getting like this. So here quadratic equation having how many roots? Power 2, it have two roots. Those are -1 comma 0 and 4 comma 0. These two are the zeros of the quadratic equation. Clear? Suppose I have to see where the graph conditions. So this is downwards, this is upwards, it is touching to the x-axis and downwards, it will touching to the x-axis and upwards, it is upwards, not at all touching to the x-axis, that means no root. It is also not at all touching to the x-axis, means there are no roots. Clear, Nana? So for this one graphs, we have to discuss with we have to discuss with some examples which is given in exercise. I will discuss with that one. And before going to that one, see here, Nana. See here, it is one more graph. What is this? This value is y is equal to x cube minus 4x. Y is equal to what, Nana? X cube minus 4x. See here. Y value is x cube minus 4x. It is what? Third degree equation, na? Cube root equation. Na? So for a cube root equation having how many roots? 3 roots. So 3 roots means the graph will touch us to the equation x-axis at 3 places. 1, 2, 3. 3 distinct places it will touch. Observing, so that means first place is minus 2 comma 0, second place is 0 comma 0, third place is 2 comma 0. Third place is 2 comma 0. And if third degree equation having 3 roots. So where the equation will touch us to the x-axis, that is said to be root of the equation. That is said to be root of the equation. Clear? Clear, boy? Hmm. So now here see, Nana, one more question is there for this one, Nana, for this graph. What is this one? Y is equal to x cube graph. Y is equal to x cube graph. For this graph, see, Nana, only one root is there. For this graph, only one root is there. That is, it is passing through the x-axis at only one point, that is 0. Only one point, that is 0. And one more also is given, Nana. One more also given, that is, see, that is y is equal to x cube minus x square. Y is equal to x cube minus x square. See how many points it will touching? 1, 2. It will touching only 2 points. Okay, sir, actually you said, sir, an nth degree equation have 3 roots, but here the roots are 2 only is there, sir. In this case, that 3 roots are 0, 0, 0. The 3 roots are coincide each other. So nth degree equation is having n roots, okay, but that roots may be equal, may not be equal. So if it will be equal, all the points together coincide at 0, like y is equal to x cube. If it is equal, but one root will be only repeated, remaining 2 will be there, that is this one. So what is this? An x cube minus, what is this, Nana? Y is equal to x cube minus x square. X cube minus x square. This I can written as x square into x minus 1. So x square into x minus 1 means, so two roots are there at 0. One root j is there at 1 comma 0. Can you understand this one? Can you understand this one, boy? Sir, actually 3 zeros will be there, sir. Actually 3 zeros will be there, sir. But two zeros are repeated, sir. Two zeros are repeated, same zeros. If the same zeros will be there, it won't touch the same type. So here also, here three zeros are same, sir. That is 0. Three zeros also 0. Here two zeros are 0 and 1 zero is 1. So like that. Clear this one? So now example problem. See Nana, I will explain the example problem. Look at the board. Look at the graph 2.9 is given below. Each of the graph y is equal to p of x. When the p of x is a polynomial for each graph, the number of zeros in the p of x. Clear? Clear, Nana? The number of zeros we have to find out. And so here, how many zeros are there, Nana? Here, how many zeros are there? First case, 1 0, sir. Why? Because it is touching how many times? One time only. Good. Here, how many zeros are there, Nana? Two zeros are there. It will touching two times. Here, Nana, it is touching three zeros. Three times. Okay, this one, one, this one, one, this one, two, this one, three. Here, three will be there. Here, Nana. Here, how many points it is touching? Only one, 0. Here, how many points it is touching? It is touching at only 1. It is touching at only 1. Here, Nana, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, 4 zeros are there. But here, 1 plus 1, same 0 is repeating. So, in this case, it is having two zeros. Why? Because it is a quadratic polynomial touching at a single point, but two are same zeros, repeated zeros. Two are same zeros, repeated one. Clear? Clear, boy? This case, fifth case. Here only 1 0 is there. Yes, correct. 1 0 only. But that 1 0 only repeating two times because it is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. Clear? You said clear means I will go with another. No? This one? This one, fifth one. Yes, see. It is a quadratic equation. It will coming like this and go. Question number is what? Fourth one. See, fourth one, Nana. It is a line. Line means linear equation. Line means linear equation. So linear equation where it will touches the x-axis, at only one point it is touching the x-axis. So that's why it is having one root. It is having one root. It is a quadratic equation, but the upward parabola is there. For this upward parabola is touching at the x-axis. It is having two roots, but the two roots are equal roots. Two roots are equal roots. Clear this point? See now, what answer is given? That is fifth one. Only 1 0 is given. Only 1 0 is given. But actually it is having two zeros, but only one we are considering. Yes or no? Clear? I said this point. Two are equal roots. Two zeros are there, but those are equal. That's why we are considering 1 0. So next, Nana, look at this graph. Very, very important one. First one. Why? Look at first one, Anna. First one, first graph. You are observing. Is the first one is touching x-axis anywhere? Is this first one is touching x-axis anywhere? Touching or not? So I am not able to listen your voice. So it is not touching to the x-axis. It was not touching to the x-axis. Yes, it was not touching to the x-axis. So there are only no zeros. There are no zeros. Zero zeros. How many zeros are there? Zero. And next, look here, Nana. It was touching only one time. It was touching only one time. So there are 1 0. Here, this Nana. 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 zeros are there. There are 3 zeros. Understand this one? 3 zeros. Now coming to this one. Sir, here 1, 2. So 2 zeros are there. Here what? 2 zeros are there, sir. So how many places it will touching? It will touching at 2 places. So that's why 2 zeros will be there, sir. Clear? Next one. It was touching here 1, 2, 3, 4. How many places, Nana? 4 places, sir. So that's why it is having 4 zeros. Good. For the next question, see 1, 2, 3. How many? 1, 2, 3. How many zeros? 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 means it is having 3 zeros. Clear this point? So number of zeros and the number of how to find out the number of zeros for the given graph. So number of zeros means 0 means 0 means an nth degree equation having n roots. 0 means root means p of a is equal to 0. When the value of the polynomial is equal to 0, that value of the x is called as root or 0 of the polynomial. If how many points it is touching on the x-axis, that many zeros are having the graph. That many zeros are having the graph. Clear? This is for first exercise. And the second exercise. So for that exercise 2.2, very, very important one. Relationship between roots and coefficients. Relationship between roots and coefficients. Relationship between roots and coefficients. So here the quadratic equation is very, very important in this relationship between roots and coefficients. The first one, suppose I can take a linear polynomial. whose degree is 1. Degree is 1. What is the linear polynomial? Ax plus b is equal to 0. Then x is equal to minus b by a. Ax plus b is equal to 0, x is equal to minus b by a. This is the relation between root and coefficients of that one. Minus b by a. That means x is equal to minus coefficient of x, coefficient of x, constant term. X is equal to constant term by coefficient of x. Constant term by minus constant term by coefficient of x. For a linear degree equation, directly we'll find the root ax plus b is equal to 0, x is equal to minus b by a. For a quadratic equation, can you say Nana Ashwant quadratic equation? General quadratic equation. Can you say? Nana, can you repeat that one? That is linear equation, two variables. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. What is that? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The quadratic equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Otherwise, in a polynomial form, a0 x square a1x plus a2 is equal to 0. Clear all? a0 x square plus a1x plus a2 is equal to 0. But we have taken the general equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Here, how many roots will be there, Nana? Degree 2 equation contains roots also 2. What are the two roots? Alpha and beta. What are the two roots? Alpha and beta. Now, my alpha and beta are the roots means, then the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0, that is the condition. So that's why I'm dividing this one with a square. Ax square plus bx by a plus c by a is equal to 0. This is my quadratic equation. My quadratic equation having two roots, those are alpha and beta. This x square plus b by a into x plus c by a will be equal to x minus alpha into x minus beta. This one will be equal to that one. So this one will be equal to this one. I am simplifying here. X square plus b by a into c by a is equal to x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. If I am multiplying this one, x into x square minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus into minus plus alpha into beta. So here in this equation, I am equating the quotients of x square is a quotient of x square is 1. Quotient of x is alpha plus beta is equal to, here minus is there, sir. Minus alpha plus beta is equal to b by a. That implies alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Next, alpha into beta is equal to, equating here we are getting c by a. That means what? Alpha plus beta means what? Sum of the roots will be equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, and alpha into beta means what, Anna? Product of roots. This is sum means what? Alpha plus beta. Product means what? Alpha into beta. That is equal to what, Nana? Constant term by coefficient of x square. That is c by a. This is minus b by a. So what is the relationship between quadratic equation, Nana? The quadratic equation is having two roots, sir. So the two roots are alpha and beta. The two roots are alpha and beta. Take screenshot, Nana. Take screenshot. Okay. By quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is having two roots. Those are alpha and beta. Then I am equating this equation to this one, x minus alpha into x minus beta. Then sum of the roots will be equal to alpha plus beta. Sum of the roots will be equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, that is minus b by a. And alpha plus beta is the product of roots, that is constant term by quotient of x square, that is c by a. So based on this, we'll solve some example problems. That is, see Nana, given given my quadratic equation, is 3x square plus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. 3x square plus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. Here I have to compare a is equal to 3, b is equal to 2, c is equal to 4. 3x square plus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. Here I am comparing a is equal to 3, b is equal to 2, c is equal to 4. Then what I have to get, my alpha plus beta is minus b by a. That means minus 2 by 3. My product of the roots alpha into beta is, c by a, that is 4 by 3. Can you understand this one? Can you understand this one, by? Okay. Then we'll go with one more example. 7x square plus 3x minus 9 is equal to 0. 7x square plus 3x minus 9 is equal to 0. My a is 7, b is 3, c is minus 9. Now alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a minus 3 by 7. My alpha into beta is equal to c by a minus 9 by 7. C is minus 9 is given. Clear? Clear? Good. Now one more thing. Suppose I will give like this. 3x square minus 9x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now my a is 3, b is minus 9, c is minus 4. Then sum of the roots alpha plus beta is minus b by a minus of minus 9 by 3, that is 9 by 3 gets cancelled. 3 is the answer. My alpha into beta is 3 by a minus of 4 by 3, that is minus 4 by 3. Clear this one, how to write relationship between roots and coefficient of a quadratic equation. Now, for suppose roots are given. For suppose, for suppose are given. That means alpha is equal to 3, beta is equal to 2. The roots are given, then the quadratic equation is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. This is equation. Otherwise, expression means what, Anna? We want to take 0. If you are equating to 0 means equation. We want to take to the 0 means that is expression. So my quadratic equation is this one. X square minus alpha plus beta 3 plus 2 into x plus 3 into 2 is equal to 0. X square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Clear? For suppose they are giving like this, Nana. Alpha is equal to minus 2, beta is equal to 4. Then my quadratic equation is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. X square minus 2 plus 4 into x plus minus 2 into 4 is equal to 0. X square minus of minus 2 plus 4 is plus 2 times of x plus into minus is minus 2 4 is 8 is equal to 0. Clear this point? Why? If roots are given, if the roots are given, x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, expression means this one only. Equation means equal to 0. If they are asking expression means need not to keep equal to 0. X square minus alpha beta into x plus alpha beta we have to write. That's it. Clear? Take the screenshot. So if three roots will be there, I will explain later. Before going to three roots, we will solve some example problems, exercise problems in this chapter. Clear? Three roots also will be there, no, that is cubic equation. To remember this two roots concept very well, we will solve some problems on this. That is given, Anna. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. And verify the relationship between them. Hello, boy. See, Nana, that is given that. Read that question. Example 2, you can read, Nana. The paper. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficients. So how to find out the quadratic equation roots? How to find out the quadratic equation roots, Nana? Do you know that one? That is splitting middle term method. Given this one, what is given? X square plus 7x plus 10. This is given. This one I have to return zeros by using what? by using splitting middle term method. So what is splitting middle term method? Do you know splitting middle term method? Do you know this or not, boy? Do you know or not? Okay. So once again, I will discuss middle term method means what. Sir, suppose a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. It is a quadratic expression. I have to splitting middle term means I have to take a into c in a manner such that I have to take some two roots alpha and beta. There is some alpha plus beta is equal to b. This middle term alpha into beta. So a into c I can take it as product of two numbers alpha and beta. Their sum will be equal to b. This is the condition. So here what we are having? So here I am having x square plus 7x plus 10. So here a is 1. 1 into 10 that is equal to 10. 10 I have to split into two roots like 2 and 5. Their sum 2 plus 5 is equal to 10. So 2 plus 5 is equal to b. Now b is how much? 7. 2 plus 5 is equal to how much? 7. So I am splitting this 1 into 10, that is 10. No? 10 is splitting into two factors like 2 and 5. Their sum will be equal to 7. Why? Because here 7 is there. So now what will happen? I am writing middle term as 2x plus 5x plus 10. In these two terms, I can take x as common, that is x plus 2. In these two terms, I can take 5 as common, that is x plus 2. X plus 2 common here. I have to take out common, that is x plus 2 into x plus 5. Clear? Clear, Nana? So, here what are the roots, Nana? Roots alpha is equal to minus 2, beta is equal to minus 5. Alpha is equal to minus 2, beta is equal to minus 5. I have to verify that alpha plus beta minus 2 plus minus 5, that will be equal to what, Anna? Minus 7. Minus 7. So from this equation, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 7, c is equal to what, Anna? 10. Substitute this one, what will happen? Minus b is equal to 7, na? 7 plus 7. So minus 7 by 1, that is minus 7. Verified. Alpha into beta is what? That is c by a. That means what? Minus 2 into minus 5. That is 10. C by a is what, Nana? 10 by 1. So it is satisfied or not? It is satisfied or not? Satisfying. It was satisfying. Yes. We have to find the roots like this and we will apply that one. And next, one more question. Third question. See that third question. Find the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 3 and verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficients. Zeros and coefficients. So this is also very similar question like that only. X square minus 3. This is what, Anna? Example 3. Example 3. This is example 2. Example 3 is given what, Anna? X square minus 3. This is in the form of a square minus b square. This I can written as a minus b into a plus b in the form of a square minus b square, that I can written as a minus b into a plus b. So here roots are alpha is equal to root 3, beta is equal to minus root 3. Sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equal to root 3 minus root 3, that is 0. Here given a is equal to 1, b is not there, 0, c is equal to 3, c is equal to 3. Now verifying here, Nana, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, that is minus 0 by 1, 0. Alpha into beta, root 3 into minus root 3, that is minus 3. Alpha into beta is c by a. C is minus 3 by 1. Minus 3 by 1. Like this we have to verify. Clear this one? Then take this a screenshot, Nana. Screenshot take. Clear? Good. See here example 4. Find the quadratic polynomial that sum and product of the zeros were minus 3 and 2 respectively. Sum and product is minus 2, 3 and 2 respectively. What is given, Nana? Sum of the roots is given. Sum of roots is minus 3. That means what, Nana? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus 3. Product is given, Nana. Given how much? 2. That means what? Alpha into beta is equal to 2. I know that quadratic expression is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Here he was asking polynomial, quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial means I should not keep equal to 0. Equation only I have to keep equal to 0. So now sum and product is there. Substitute those values, Rana. X square minus of minus 3 into x plus 2. That is x square plus 3x plus 2. This is my required quadratic polynomial equation. Clear this one? Good, good. For suppose a cubic equation is given, how we have to find out? Before going to that one, we'll see exercise 2.2. You are having textbook now? So open exercise 2.2 problems. Open exercise 2.2 problems. Here I randomly will explain some questions. Then you can find. The first question, Anna. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials. Zeros and coefficients. Verify the zeros and coefficients. So what is given? We have to find the relationship between the roots and quadratic polynomial. So that how it is possible, Nana? See, Nana, that is my first quadratic polynomial is given. First one is given x square minus 2x minus 8. That means what, Nana? Sir, I have to factorize this one, sir. That is 1 into minus 8. I have to write minus 8 in a term such that minus 2. That is 4 into 2. That minus I have to give for minus 4. Minus 4 plus 2 is equal to minus 2. I am factorizing like this and I am writing x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. X I have to take out common, x minus 4 plus 2 I have to take out common, x minus 4. This will be x minus 4 into x plus 2. Then roots are x is equal to 4 and x is equal to minus 2. Then roots are what, Nana? 4 and minus 2. Then find sum of the roots. Alpha plus beta is equal to 4 plus minus 2 is equal to minus 2. This is equal to what, Nana? B by A. Here from this B is equal to minus 2, A is equal to 1, C is equal to minus 8. Product of the roots A into B is 4 into minus 2, that is minus 8. That is what known as C by A. C by A. Clear this problem? Clear? Clear, boy? Uh, can you solve third question? You can solve third question and show, Nana. Now you are trying to do this. Yes, you try to do the solve and after that show the front camera and show that one. So I'm writing here 1 minute time I'm giving to you. You have to solve that question. What? ఏంటి మన మాస్టర్ ఏందో దిప్పుతుండు ఏ హే 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 గ్లూకాన్ డి బలం కోసమా నీకు ఒక్కడికేనా అబ్బా హలో థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ బాబీ కంప్లీట్ ఇది కంప్లీట్ షో నానా Some of the roots you can show once. Kevin. Wait. That is wrong, boy. See, I will explain. See, the thing where you did mistake, I will explain. See now. So you are writing this one as x square minus 7x minus 3. You are writing 6 into minus 3, that is minus 18. You are writing this minus 18. You are splitting into minus 9 and 2. Their sum is equal to minus 7. Good. Till here you are doing very good. But the thing we have to write this minus 2, 9 and 2 in this equation. 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. Like this we have to write. Whatever we are splitting now, that one we have to keep here. And from these two, I have to take out the common 3x. Then this is 2x minus 3 plus here I can take 1 as common, that is 2x minus 3. So again I have to take out 2x minus 3 as common, then that is 3x plus 1. You understand this one? Clear, boy? We have to substitute that 9x and 2x in the given equation and we have to factorize like this. Understand this one? So now the roots are alpha is equal to equate to this one is 0. 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. This means alpha is equal to 3 by 2. Beta is equal to 0 means what? Beta is equal to minus 1 by 3. I am equating this one to the 0. I will get beta is equal to minus 1 by 3. This one is equal to 0. I will get alpha is equal to 3 by 2. Clear? So now my equation, given equation 6x square minus 7x minus 3. A is 6, B is minus 7, C is minus 3. Now alpha plus beta, that what I get, alpha I get 3 by 2, beta I get minus 1 by 3. So that is take the LCM, 9 minus 2 by 6, that is 7 by 6. That will be minus b by a. Minus b by a, minus of minus 7 is plus 7 by 6. Yes, sir. Alpha into beta, 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3. Gets cancelled, that is minus 1 by 2. That is equal to c by a. C is minus 3, a is 6, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. This is also correct. Verified. Clear? Roots are alpha root is minus 3 plus 3 by 2. Root is minus 1 by 2. So you did it till here correct, but after that you have to substitute and taking the common. You don't know this one and equate this one to 0, we'll get alpha value. Equate this one to 0, we'll get a beta value. So similar question I will explain, Nana. Fourth question I will explain. See. A2. This I have to take 4u as common. U plus 8. That means u is equal to 0 or u plus 8 is equal to 0 means u is equal to minus 8. U is equal to 0 or u is equal to minus 8. Here a is equal to 4, b is equal to 8, c is equal to 0. Now sum of the roots, a plus b is equal to alpha plus beta is equal to This one alpha I can take, this one beta I can take 0 minus 8, that is minus 8. That is what, Nana? Minus b by a. Minus b by a. That is what, Nana? Minus b by a is what? Sorry. This is 2, Nana. 4 I can take out common, na? That will be beta is equal to minus 2. This is minus 2. That will be equal to minus 2. Clear? So what happened? 4u square plus 8u means here a is equal to 4, b is equal to 8, c is equal to 0. 4u I have to take out common. U plus 2, Nana. That means u is equal to 0. 1 root alpha is equal to u is equal to 0. Beta is equal to u plus 2 is equal to 0. Then u is equal to minus 2. Then sum of the roots alpha plus beta, 0 minus 2 is equal to minus 2. That means minus b by a, minus b by a, minus 8 by 4, that is equal to minus 2. Correct. Product of the roots alpha into beta, that is 0 into minus 2 is 0, that is c by a. C is 0 by 4 is 0. So these are verifying. Clear this point? Clear, boy? So now I have to explain the second question. Remaining questions is homework, Nana. I explain. I explained three. Remaining three will be homework in first point. Okay. Exercise 2.2. Second question. Fifth question. And sixth question is homework. You want to take screenshot? Clear? And the second bit is very easiest, Nana, in that. That is given, Nana. Sum of the roots is given alpha plus beta and product of the roots is given alpha into beta. Then we know the equation x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is the quadratic polynomial. X square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is the quadratic polynomial. If it will be equation means equal to 0, Nana. No, polynomial means not equal to 0. It won't be there, equal to 0 won't be there. See, Nana, first one is given sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equal to 1 by 4. Alpha into beta is equal to minus 1. Substitute those values. X square minus 1 by 4 times of x minus 1. This one multiplied by 4, Nana. 4x square minus x minus 4. 4x square minus x minus 4. This is the required polynomial, required quadratic equation. Suppose 3, Nana, second one is given. Second one, alpha plus beta is given as root 2. Alpha into beta is given as 1 by 3. So what is my equation, Nana? X square minus root 2 times of x plus 1 by 3. Multiplying with 1 by 3, Nana. That is 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. Clear this point? So see now third one, see I will explain third one. For suppose 0 comma root 5 is given, that is alpha plus beta is equal to 0, alpha into beta is equal to root 5. X square comma minus 0 into x plus root 5. That is x square minus root 5. Why? Because it is 0 nana x square minus root 5. Suppose you are taken alpha 4 to second one explain, see. Alpha plus beta is equal to root 2. Alpha into beta is equal to 1 by 3. Alpha plus beta is equal to 2. Alpha into beta is 1 by 3. That is x square minus alpha plus beta is root 2 into x plus alpha beta is 1 by 3. I have to multiply with 3. 3x square minus 3 root 2 x plus 1. Clear that one? Fifth one, see nana. Alpha into beta is minus 1 by 4. Alpha beta is 1 by 4. That is x square minus of minus 1 by 4 into x plus 1 by 4 alpha beta. Multiply with minus into minus 4, 1 by 4x plus 1 by 4. Multiply with 4, 4x square plus x plus 1. 4x square plus x plus 1. Clear, understand? So in exercise 2.2, second bit, fourth one and sixth one is homework. Can you solve that too? Can you solve, Nana? So take this screenshot. Clear? So now I have to discuss with a cubic polynomial that will be optional only, but it is very, very important. Cubic polynomial. Relationship between roots and coefficients. Okay, Nana. The general cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. Here a is not equal to 0. That's why I can written as x cube plus bx square by a plus c by ax plus d by a is equal to 0. Here cubic equation having how many roots, Nana? Having 3 roots. Hey, who is that? 3 roots, new student? Good. Cubic equation having 3 roots. In that 3 roots, I can take it as alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma. So my 3 roots is this one, alpha, beta, gamma, means my cubic equation will be x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma. X minus gamma is equal to 0. Now multiply this one, I will get x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha beta, beta gamma plus alpha gamma into x minus alpha beta gamma is equal to 0. X cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square, alpha gamma into x minus alpha beta gamma is equal to 0. I will get this one. I have to equate this one. What is the equation I am having? X cube b by a x square plus c by ax plus d by a is equal to 0. If I am equating these two equations, I will get alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a. Alpha beta, beta gamma, alpha gamma is equal to c by a. This is c by n. Here minus is there. That's why alpha beta gamma is minus d by a. Here minus is there. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a. Clear this point? Clear, Nana? So here I will explain sum of the roots alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a, that is equal to minus coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Next, Anna, product of the roots is alpha beta gamma is minus d by a, that is minus constant term by coefficient of x cube. Coefficient of x cube. Next, Nana, sum of product of two roots at a time. That is alpha into beta two roots, beta into gamma two roots, alpha into gamma two roots. Alpha into beta, beta into gamma, alpha into gamma. Sum of product of two roots taken at a time. Product of two roots taken at a time. That is how much, Nana? C by A. That is coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube. Coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube. Clear this one? So I will explain one example. 3x cube 7x square minus 2x minus 9 is equal to 0. What is the question? 3x cube plus 7x square minus 2x minus 9 is equal to 0. Here a is equal to 3, b is equal to 7, c is equal to minus 2, d is equal to minus 9. Now I have to write what, Anna? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to what? Minus b by a. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Minus b by a means minus 7 by 3. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a. That is what, Nana? Minus of minus 9 by 3. That is 9 by 3. Simplified, I will get 3. Alpha into beta, beta into gamma, alpha into gamma is c by a. That is minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3. Can you understand this one? Can you understand? Take this screenshot, Nana. Very, very important one. Cubic equation. A cubic equation have three roots. Sum of the roots is minus b by a. Product of the roots is minus d by a. Sum of the product of two roots taken at a time. Sum of the products of two roots taken at a time is c by a. C by a. For your exercise, your textbook, they given one example problems. This is most of the questions they are giving for optional only. Most of the questions they are giving for optional only. See that before page, example 5 seen Anna? Star is given that. Verify 3 comma minus 1 comma minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial p of x is 3x square minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. You have to verify, Nana. But see, Nana, what is given in the point? Star, not from the examination point of view. Not from the examination point of view. That means this type of question they won't ask in examinations. This type of question they won't ask in examination. But we have to learn that one because if you will go through with optional exercise, if you go through with optional exercise, verify the numbers given along the cubic polynomial below or also verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of the cubic polynomial. Here they are asking. And the second question also given, Nana. So that second question, go with optional exercise, Nana, 2.4 optional. Page number 36, you can go. Open page number 36. There, see, Nana, what is the question is there? What is the question is there? Find a cubic polynomial with the sum of products of its zeros taken two at a time and the product of zeros are given respectively. Find the cubic polynomial, the second one. So optional exercise, second question, Nana. Optional exercise, second question. That is what? Given what, Nana? Sum of the roots are given. That is how much? 2. Product of the two roots taken at two at a time. Sum of the products of its zeros taken two at a time is how much? Minus 7. And the product of the roots is given how much? Minus 14. Sum is 2. Sum of the product of the two roots taken at a time is minus 7. Product of the roots is minus 14. Now what is my cubic polynomial, Anna? X cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x plus alpha beta beta gamma alpha gamma into x minus alpha beta gamma is equal to 0. So substitute those values. Excuse me, you are Vakita? Okay, take x cube minus 2 times of x square plus minus 7 times of x minus 14. That is x cube minus 2x square minus 7x minus 14. This is the my required polynomial equation. Clear this one? Clear how to write a cubic polynomial is given? Good. And in that optional exercise, first question I will explain. Second question you can solve. 2x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 2. And given here a is given 2, b is given 1, c is equal to minus 1, d is equal to 2. And also given alpha is equal to 1 by 2, beta is equal to 1, gamma is equal to minus 2. Okay, from here I have to verify the relationship between roots and coefficients. That is, Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Alpha is 1 by 2 plus beta is 1, gamma is minus 2. That is minus 1 by 2. So 1 plus this one, I can take the LCM 2. 1 plus 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 1 by 2. Yes, correct only, Nana? 1 plus 3 minus 4 is minus 1 by 2. Yes, it is equal to minus 1 by 2. Relationship 1 is over. So another one, Nana. Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus d by a. That is 1 by 2 into 1 into minus 2 is equal to minus d by a minus 2 by 2. That is 1. 2 gets cancelled. Minus 1 is equal to minus 1. This is also yes. Clear. Next one, Anna. Alpha, beta, beta, gamma, alpha, gamma is given as C by A. That is 1 by 2 into 1 plus 1 into minus 2 plus 1 by 2 into minus 2 is equal to C is minus 1 by A is minus 2. That is 1 by 2 minus 2. 2 gets cancelled. That is minus 1. That is minus 1 by 2. So it is how much, Nana? Sorry. It is plus 1. Plus 1 into minus 2. 1 into 1 by 2. C is how much here? Minus 5. C is how much here? Minus 5. Substituting this one. So I can take the LCM 2. 1 minus 4 minus 2 is equal to minus 5 by 2. That is also yes. Like this we have to simplify, Nana. Alpha, beta, gamma values are given. That one we have to substitute the coefficient values. Both are getting equal. Then that is the verification of that one. Understand this one? Can you take this screenshot? So for the third question, Anna, same exercise. Third question, can you see? Third question given x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 1. X cube minus 3x square plus x plus 1. A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 3, C is equal to 1, D is also equal to 1. And given that roots are alpha is equal to A minus beta is equal to A, gamma is equal to A plus B. Then find A and B they are asking. So what we know now, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus B by A. Minus of minus 3 by A is 1. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 3. Substitute that one on alpha means A minus B plus A plus B is equal to 3. So minus B plus B gets cancelled. 3 times of A is equal to 3. Then A is equal to 1. I am getting A is equal to 1. And similarly, product of the roots, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus d by a. That means a minus b into a plus b is equal to d is what? 1 minus 1 by 1. That means a I get 1, no, substitute here 1 minus b into 1 into 1 plus b is equal to minus 1. That is 1 minus b square is equal to minus 1. Then minus b square is equal to minus 1 minus 1. Minus b square is equal to minus 2. Minus minus gets cancelled. From this implies b square is equal to 2. B is equal to square root of 2. B is equal to square root of 2. Clear, Nana? Take this one as screenshot. These are the questions. These are the questions based on cubic polynomial. These are the questions based on cubic polynomial. Clear, na? So what are the relationship between quadratic polynomial and their roots? Quadratic polynomial and their roots relationship is sum of the roots will be equal to minus b by a. Product of the roots will be equal to c by a. Clear? This is for quadratic polynomial. For a quadratic polynomial, sum of the roots is minus b by a. Product of the roots is c by a. If roots are given, alpha is equal to 3, beta is equal to 2, roots are given, then x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is a quadratic polynomial. Equal to 0 means quadratic equation. X square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta quadratic polynomial equal to 0 means quadratic equation. I have to write here alpha value and beta value, substituting I will get this one. If sum of the roots and product of the roots itself is given, sum of the roots is given, product of the roots itself given, then quadratic polynomial I have to use x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Sum of the roots is replaced by number and product of the roots also replaced by number. Then I will get the quadratic equation. Clear this one? And the most important thing is factorization. A into C I have to take that as alpha into beta such that alpha plus beta is equal to B. A into C I can written as alpha into beta such as alpha plus beta is equal to B. Now what I will do? Suppose x square plus 7x plus 10. This 10 I have to split into 2 and 5. There some 2 plus 5 is 7. Now instead of 7 I will write x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 10. That middle term I am dividing into two terms. That middle term I am dividing into two terms. So x square 2x plus 5x plus 10. When I have to take x is common from the first two terms, x plus 2, 5 is taken common for x plus 2. This x plus 2, both side will be common. Then I have to take x plus 2 as common. Then here I will get x plus 5. X plus 5. Now here x plus 2 is a root means x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to minus 5. I have to equate this one to 0. Then x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to minus 5. Then alpha is minus 2, beta is minus 5. That is my roots of the quadratic equation. Clear, boy? When I have to use the formula alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, alpha plus beta minus 2 plus minus 5 is minus 7 by 1. Yes, it is minus b by a. Alpha into beta is minus 2 into minus 5, 10. That is c by a. That value is equal to 10. Like that, we have to identify the roots of the quadratic equation and we will solve the things. Clear? Clear, Nana? For a cubic equation, the general form of the cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. A is not equal to 0 means I have to divide with a. That will become x cube plus bx square by a plus cx by c by a into x plus d by a is equal to 0. So a cubic equation having a third degree equation is having third degree equation having third degree equation is having three roots. Third degree equation having three roots, that is alpha, beta, gamma. So then alpha, beta, gamma are the roots. X minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma is equal to 0. It is a quadratic cubic equation. I have to multiply this one. X cube minus of alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square. Next alpha into beta, beta into gamma, gamma into alpha into x minus alpha beta gamma is equal to 0. Quadratic cubic equation is equal to 0, not there means cubic polynomial. This cubic polynomial. This cubic polynomial I am equating to this general form of the cubic equation, x cube plus b by a x square plus c by a x plus d by a. Then the sum of the roots is minus b by a. Product of the roots is minus d by a. Sum of products of two roots taken at a time is c by a. So minus b by a means coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Minus d by a means minus constant term by quotient of x cube. Sum of the product of two roots taken at a time. Alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus alpha into gamma is c by a. Quotient of x by quotient of x cube. Clear? Clear? If a cubic equation is given, we have to identify the sum of the roots, product of the roots by using the formula minus b by a minus d by a. Sum of products of two roots taken at a time is c by a. Clear this one? Clear boy? Okay, can you solve today onwards? Today you can solve the given homework problems. So five problems is given. You can solve that five homework problems. And tomorrow at what time you will be? Afternoon. So tomorrow morning, 9 to 12:30, I have a class here. Okay. 12:30 after lunch, 1:30 will be there. So 2:30 to 5, if any time you are free, I will take a 2 hours class based on division algorithm. Okay, na? Okay. Actually, this week I am going to my home. One function is there. One function is there and going my home and I am spending with my son. There is not possible, any book is not there and any notebook, textbook is not there. That's why I'm not able to take the class. Okay. So what are the missing classes will be there? I will cover. It is in the taking 2 hours class, and the next week daily 6 classes I will take. Okay. It is free for you. Possible na? Okay. Then I will complete my 12 classes. It is I will take next week 6 classes means it's more than 12 classes. Okay, no problem. But I will cover and I will complete the polynomials. And after that, as usual, one day practice and one more day test will be there in polynomials, as usual. Okay, na? Okay, good. So I will send the practice questions also like last time. Everything it will be like this. Okay, na. Okay, na. Okay, you can practice first two exercise today. Tomorrow I will explain third exercise and fourth exercise. Okay, Nana. Bye. Good night. Mm.